Where we're starting with this is to talk about broken relationships. Sometimes we think that we know people by just seeing the outside cover of the book of their life, but there's a hidden story. You have to read the pages of someone's life to really understand. You have to be completely connected to where they're at in order to share in their sufferings. And a lot of people do not know how to do that.
And some people, quite frankly, I don't think are supposed to do that.
Right.
Like, there's just a small majority that really understand that trek of life, and the people that don't, we have to give grace for that. They haven't been down the road of suffering yet.
No, they haven't. And they're not in the depths of the pain pit.
Right.
And so when you're in that pain pit and you're trying to climb out of that pain pit, there's other elements that are happening in your life. Your thoughts, for instance, we talked about on the last show, how identifying the enemy. Well, the enemy does this. The enemy tries to scatter every part of who you are.
Right.
It tries to scatter you. It's like having broken pieces physically and broken pieces mentally. And then when you have those competing forces, that two-way thinking, it tries to have you going in several different directions. And when the enemy can scatter you, he can basically get rid of you or your influence on your family or anyone else in the community.
Well, because there's just so much energy being spent trying to figure out, what piece am I?
Right.
There's too many scattered places, and pain has a way of doing that, but it doesn't have to do that to your mind. That's one thing I've seen in you, that even though your body, and truthfully, it's not that sometimes when pain strikes, the body is scattered, but the mind doesn't have to be. I have seen you, like, I have seen you just deliberately embrace the wholeness of not letting pain have its full way in your mind.